Now I'd like to ask Second Vice President Ferdy, who's the next presenter, please? Lion Ferdy?
It will be Lion Ferdy.
Okay. Second Vice President Governor Ferdy, you're on. Can you hear me, Lion Ferdy?
Yes, Governor, I'm here.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to attend our fourth session in our Who We Are series. I hope tonight you will take home some lessons that you can apply to your club in order to propel success among yourselves. Tonight, we will discuss about team member selection. For tonight's session, I particularly chose this topic because this is a topic of importance to our clubs. What's the agenda for tonight? First, why do we need a team? What is the goal of the team? If there's a goal of the team, of course, we need a team. Who are your team members? Qualities of a successful team and the needed resources and tools. Okay, some acronyms that I want you to familiarize tonight. So some of the lines sometimes are... Can you see me, Governor Rolly? Is my screen okay?
No, actually, I phoned Line Eli and oh, there you go, yeah.
Okay, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now, yeah.
Okay, we'll start again.
Thank you.
Okay, for tonight, we will discuss team member selection. The agenda, why do we need a team? What is the goal of the team? Who are your team members? And what are the qualities of your team to be successful? And lastly, resources and tools for your team to be successful. Acronyms that I want you to get familiarized tonight, because some of our new members are still having difficult time understanding short acronyms. GAT stands for Global Action Team. GLT stands for Global Leadership Team. GMT stands for Global Membership Team. GST stands for Global Service Team. LCIF stands for Lions Clubs International Foundation. And SWOT stands for Strength, Weaknesses, Opportunities, and Threats. And lastly, MCT stands for Marketing Communication Team. Why do we need a team? Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so more. Can I ask the newly inducted members, whose famous lady quoted this phrase? Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so more. Can anyone answer me?
Of course, Helen Keller.
Yeah. Correct, Dr. Shafi, yes. Helen Keller, the famous woman who challenged us to become the Knights of the Blind. Okay, these are some of the reasons why do we need a team. There are lots more reasons that we can jot down, but these are the most common reasons why we need a team. We need a team in order to promote diverse perspectives. If we have 2 or 3 members in our team, we can further elaborate solutions in different situation and analogy, rather than having 1 or 2 people promoting solutions in a problem. Governor mentioned about sharing workload. The more members in your team, the less burnout the members are. So we can share all our time differently, efficiently, and effectively. Support sharing. In a team, we can all support each other. In what way? Sharing all our different skill set, experiences, talents, and so forth. Group accountability, it was mentioned by our governor. In a team atmosphere, group accountability is very important rather than in an individual person team or 2-person team. The more people in your group, the more accountability, meaning we are all responsible for all our actions, decisions, and performance. So this is the phrase that says, one for all for one. So the success of the group relies on everybody. And lastly, we need a team because there's a lot of motivation in a team. The more satisfied members, the higher the motivation there is to complete a task or a project. Goals of the team. For tonight's session, I particularly chose the Global Action Team as the team that we will elaborate in this session. Why? Because the Global Action Team is the engine of the club that will propel success in terms of leadership, membership, and service. As you can see, the word global denotes it is universally adopted throughout our organization, from LCI to our constitutional area, to our multiple district, and to our district. So therefore, in club, we also have our Club Global Action Team, wherein we will focus our discussion at the club level. So what are the objectives of this team? The Global Action Team: rejuvenate your club, revitalize your club with new members, remotivate members with new fellowships and exciting service, support your club members or your club leaders in leadership development. Likewise, you also need to celebrate success. So how can you rejuvenate your club? As you can see, if you have a club, you can always expand your membership by sponsoring a new club, either a traditional club, a branch club, or a specialty club. There might be a question that you will ask, how come if we are only a small club, how can we do it? Obviously, the next objective follows. You can either add new members if you're a small group club. How can you motivate your members in fellowship? Well, as the governor says, you do a survey in your club. Find what excites your members. Find what ticks them. It's either a bingo, karaoke, food ride, fundraising, and so forth. Support your club leaders and members to excel in leadership or to move up to the next level of management. How can you do that? As club, you can initiate or plan leadership training or encourage them to attend trainings and leadership development outside your club, either to the district or through LCI and so forth. Is there any questions so far? Okay. I'll move on. So who are your team members? So tonight, we will talk about the Global Action Team. Why the GAT? GAT is what you call the three-legged stool. It is compared to a stool because without the other peg, the stool will not stand firmly. If you sit down, it will fall because it is not balanced. At the club level, it is suggested that the overall chairperson of the Global Action Team is obviously the club president. He is the chief executive officer of this specialized team that will help the club reach success in leadership growth, membership growth, and service growth. LCI suggests that the first vice president will be the global leadership team chairperson of the club. It is he who will initiate the plan in regards to leading the members into leadership roles in the future. And obviously, being the first vice president, it is the right time for him to check and secure or find out who's the next officers under his administration. So it's very important for the first vice president to get involved at the club level in leadership development. The next one, it is suggested that the immediate past president will be the club global membership team chairperson. Why? Being the past president, he already or she knows already the composition of his or her members in the club. He or she basically knows the composition of the characteristics, personalities of her members or his member in his club. So being the GMT person, he or she will devote her or his time in promoting membership growth or drawing a plan to increase membership, retain membership, or attract new members. The second vice president is encouraged to stand as the club global service team chairperson. Why? Why is that? It is because it is the perfect time to get familiar with all the service projects that the club is doing or will do. He or she can start planning which projects need to be changed or further developed. Or she or he can create new projects that the club will adopt in the near future or before she becomes or he becomes the next president. The third vice president of the club is encouraged to lead as the LCIF coordinator. The LCIF coordinator is tasked to promote our foundation, which is the Lions Club International Foundation. It is our charitable arm of our organization. He or she can promote the Melvin Jones Fellow and other fundraising activities that is related to Lions through our charitable arm, which is the LCIF. And for the other members, they may join the team that they wish to participate or partake in. So my fellow Lions, it is very important, especially to the new clubs, to learn about the global action team that we are referring tonight, because this is the team that will help our club, your club, excel in membership, service, leadership service, and service projects and so forth.
Ryan, Ferdy?
Yes, Governor.
Just a quick note.
Yes.
I tend to use the analogy of a three-legged stool,
Yes.
which is very apt, but I tend to add a fourth leg to that chair, which is marketing or marketing communications, because that's what takes your message to your community about what it is that you're doing and enables the public to know and know that they might be able to help you in your projects, which is an opportunity to grow your club. Again, with four legs on your stool, it's far more sturdy than with three.
Correct, Governor. I agree.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, going back to the next slide, qualities of a successful team. Collaboration is always mentioned in our organization. Why is it? Collaboration makes our members appreciated. They feel they're involved to the decision process and to the solution process as well. Sharing of information is freely floated with no concern about who gets the credit. So it's about sharing all in one with one goal. Voicing out your opinion constructively in order to be successful in a team. Sometimes the most difficult things to do in a team is when you're voicing your opinion with judgment. Being able to constructive criticism is very important. Learn to correct the idea or the task or the work, not the person. So it's very important to correct the work rather the individual. So this is where we get into personality conflicts. An example, instead of saying, you did not do a great job, we could have said, the job is good, but it can be improved. So you're not personally criticizing directly the individual. So sometimes words are damaging and it connotes different context when you directly criticize a person rather than the individual's work. Exhibit enthusiasm. Team members need to bring energy to the team, being open to ideas and willing to implement plans that have not been devised yet. So this is one of great quality for a successful team. Your energy can inspire your team members, moving them to action rather than to discussion. Demonstrate empathy and integrity. Make sure you learn to connect with fellow team members. You have to understand their language, not literally, but you need sometimes to lower your guard to their level. If you're speaking to an intellectual person and you're talking like as an high school level, so you won't meet at the level you expect. So yeah, being empathy and practice empathy and integrity. When you have integrity, no one will doubt your action. Be sincere in your opinions and dealing with your members. Promote balance. This is one quality of a successful team when there's balance. Balance meaning effective teams share roles, delegation. And know your situation at hand. Know when to lead and when to follow. So you don't have to be a leader. You need also to be a follower sometimes. This is where the servant leadership comes in.
You don't need to frame, but you need to frame the graduation.
If you possess a level of expertise needed to address a situation, stand up and lead. If you need to follow, then you follow. Lastly, one of the qualities of a successful team is when everybody's having fun. Can you imagine a team where everybody is exhausted and are forced to do a task that they don't want to do and they don't have fun? That scenario is the worst scenario that we can create in our team. So make sure everybody have fun. As our governor said, maybe at the end of the task, do a karaoke night or do a night out, do a snack time and so forth. So there's a lot of things that you can do to make your team have fun and be successful. For most of you, you already learned the standard club structure under Lion Julian when he explained to you the different club officers in our own clubs. But for tonight, we are focusing on the Global Action Team, as I've told you, and as reinforced by our Governor Jeffrey, that the Global Action Team is the most important team in your club, because this is the three-legged stool and the other stool or the other leg that will propel success in your club. One of the questions that you may come up is, if our club are only 4 members or 5 members, how can we practice this scenario? Well, as a standard practice, the club will have a president, a secretary, a membership chair, and a service chair. So all of those officers can actually fill in those 3 components of the Global Action Team, the president being the chair. Obviously, you need a vice president at the most, because if somebody goes wrong with the president, the club will have a difficulty functioning. So at least you set up one as the vice president at the most. So we're talking if we have 5 or 6 members in a club at the most. Yes, Governor Jeffrey. No? Okay. So in that scenario, if you're only 5, 6, or 7 members in a club, this can still be practiced. So it will give you an idea on how to set up your global action team under your club so that everybody knows what's going on in terms of leadership, membership, and service. There you go, marketing communication team. What are the tools and resources? As you know, we have also our district global action team. If we have global action team under the club level, we also have our district global action team. These persons are the most important resource that you can actually have because of their experience, knowledge of Lions. So if you are the club global action team leader, you can approach our important resources. We have our own global leadership team coordinator under our district, headed by PDG Rolly de la Cruz. If you need trainings in your club to promote leadership development and so forth, he's the person to call in. He's got the email address here and his phone number, and he's only one phone call away. We have also our own global membership team coordinator under the district level, which is past region chair Bob Knox. Unfortunately, he's not well, but he has a lot of team members under his belt. One is me and Lion Rolly and some of the experienced Lions in our district. One of the most important resource person also that you can avail, and it's free, is our own global service team coordinator, PDG Harold Hobson. If your club is having problems in innovation, in terms of service and so forth, he's the first person that you actually need to call. And with this immense experience and knowledge, he'll be able to help your club in your service problems or issues. He's got the email there and the phone number as well. And we got the most important peg, as our PDG Jeff mentioned. We have also our own marketing communication team chair, zone chair Rick Evans, that can help you in your marketing and technology issues in your club. He's been doing a great job as well in supporting actually our global action team under the district level. So, and to move on, there's also our region chairs, which is the first contact person that you call in and within your region if you need help, followed by our zone chairs, PDGs, and experienced Lions. Folks, these persons are more than enough to help you because you can get firsthand ideas and experience. Yes, Governor Jeff.
Just a note to everyone. You've heard all these different titles and they all seem like they're heading their own piece, but this is like a Venn diagram. All these roles have overlap to many others. And so look at them as a focal point to where you might start, but all the others can help you on your journey if you can't get hold of just the one person. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Governor. So as you see, fellow Lions, the global action team starts from the club level up to the higher hierarchy of our organization. So it's universally adopted, universally modeled that the clubs can use. But however, as the saying says, your club, your way. If you think somebody else can fill in that shoes, aside from those officers that I've mentioned, it's within your club's decision or undertaking. Yes, Governor Chef.
Just one last note on this. Some people think of Lions Clubs International as a pyramid hierarchy with the international president at the top. But quite honestly, you should look at it the other way around, because all of these people, all the way up to the president, are actually there to serve the club. In the sense of how you run your club, you're at the top, and all these others are resources to help you make your club a success.
Is there any other questions so far? For the new clubs,
Yes, Ferdy?
Yes, Lion Atma. Thank you for putting up question.
So the COVID-19 pandemic has suddenly and dramatically upended all of us,
Yes.
creating unanticipated team challenges. What advice would you give us for new delivery channels for team selections?
Team selections, where obviously we got technology, which is on our side. And then
Technology might be a challenge to select some teams in terms of, how we're going to recruit people over various forms.
yeah, well, as the saying says, sometimes by doing service within your community or innovative service, you can always attract volunteers first to join your cause. As one of the proponents of this way is our governor, past Governor Jeffrey. It's through service that we can sometimes attract new members. So if you, as you can see in our district, despite the pandemic, a lot of clubs are still doing service. My own club even have been doing service, and we're meeting new members or new prospects that are asking questions about what we do. So yes, Lion Governor Jeff.
I'm going to make a suggestion on where this goes. Now, clubs are looking for help. If you understand within your club what service areas your members are most interested in, then you can use social media and friend networks and Facebook and the like to find other like-minded individuals and use something like this, a Zoom call. Invite them all together to talk about what the issues are around that service cause and see if you can't engage them in ideas that you can do despite COVID-19. And if you're able to pull those things off and those people continue to help you, then consider them prospects to eventually invite to join your club and keep doing what they're doing. Just a suggestion.
Yeah. Yes, lineup. Probably you're maybe particularly asking the physical part of inviting new members. I know it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Because of COVID. So one of the things that we do in our own club is when we do our meetings, we encourage members to invite a guest, even by Zoom, a relative or office mate or a neighbor. So we encourage them to attend by Zoom. So hopefully, it's out of 3, probably 1 will be interested. So at least get the energy and the flowing,
Thank you, Lion Ferdy.
Yes, and yeah, we have also doing some Zoom activities like bingo or what you call some games that we're doing in our club right now via Zoom, and we invite friends, relatives, associates to partake, and we don't talk about lions, it's just having fun, social night. And if you check Facebook, one of the couple in our organization, not in our district, they have this Burmester, Jody Burmester is a passenger governor. They usually have social night every week, I think, or every 2 weeks. So in that way, they open the invitations to anyone that you know. So yeah, just my 2 cents, Lion Atma.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Other resources and tools in terms of rejuvenating your club. It means even if you have a new club, if you're a new club in the district, you can still. Yes. Hello. Hello. Okay. Then one of the questions.
You see, it's chicken, but it's the hen.
I think somebody's.
Line Andrea.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I want you to focus on these particular resources that I pointing out tonight.
Okay, was someone calling me?
For new club who's thinking of sponsoring, it's either a new club or a branch club or specialty club. One resource that you can use is the new club application process guide. It is a step-by-step process on how to charter a new club from application to submission to approval. So there's an email address here that you can order this guide. Have a look at it, read it. If your club is on that environment of sponsoring a new club, this is a very good resource that you can use. Obviously, for smaller club, adding new members is the way to go, because it's a challenge sometimes even within your club, if you're small, to sponsor a new club. One of the neat resource that you can use also is Just Ask Guide. This is important, especially when you want to promote membership satisfaction within your club. And one neat tool that is embedded in this one is the member questionnaire sheet. In this sheet, there's some questions that you can directly ask your members in order for you to promote fellowship, satisfaction, and retention. One of the questions that this questionnaire is asking is, why did you join your Lions Club? What kind of service project is important to you? What current club service project is least important to you? What other activities would you like your client's club to be involved in? So there are some very direct questions that you can use and share to your members so that you can receive the right information that you want, so that your club will promote satisfaction and retention. So it's very important that you get in, that your members get involved by sending this member questionnaire survey to them.
Wala yung mga list ng mga dito participants sa screen ko.
Okay.
Si Ferdy lang ang nakikita ko na.
Okay, the next one. How do you promote exciting service to your club members? In LCI, there's a service project planners that you can share to your members. It is a step-by-step guide in planning and organizing service projects in the areas of vision, hunger, diabetes, environmental, and childhood cancer. So sometimes our members are skeptical or hesitant to step in to be in a committee because they don't know the initial step on how they will do it. So by having this tool, they'll learn how to start a project by way of hunger, diabetes, and so forth. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want to promote membership satisfaction in your club, there is a guide also that is called Membership Satisfaction Guide that you can use to promote and encourage members to partake, so that everybody will be on the same boat together, and it will promote harmonious relationship, and everybody will be on the same level. Another tool, which is the most widely used, is Facebook or technology. You can promote exciting service and fellowship to your own club by getting ideas from other clubs through Facebook. One of the neat things that some of the clubs are doing right now is collecting hangers. One club that is doing that is Cater Lions Club. This is a unique project that they are doing right now, and encourage other clubs also to join them by collecting hangers. So simply collecting those iron hangers and donate them to a place that can be used again in the future. You already fulfilled your environmental costs. And one of the neat things that they did also is collecting pill bottles. So don't throw your empty medical bottle prescription. Why don't you donate them? And then you can forward them to this club, Caterers Lions Club, and they'll be willing to assist you. So there's a lot of exciting things going on in terms of service projects, club satisfaction events that's going on. And you can all find out through Facebook, through Instagram, and so forth. One way you can support your club members and officers is by providing your own training. As I mentioned earlier, the first vice president is usually the guy who will initiate the training the goals of leadership development within their club. And as club officers or members of the Global Action Team, you can promote your members or your club officers in getting training through Lions Learning Center via My Lion. One question that was asked today is about conflict resolution. There's a topic there at the Lions Learning Center area about conflict resolution and decision-making styles, decision-making method, and decision-making steps. So they're all free for you to explore under Lions Learning Center through My Lion. So your own marketing team in your club, if you have, will help you explore these other areas of information. One neat tool that your club can use is the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis being used universally through businesses, corporations, public companies, small companies, and so forth. It is basically identifying your club's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Within your global action team or within your own club members, you can apply SWOT analysis so that you can identify each other's strengths and weaknesses. When you say strength and weaknesses, it's internal factors. Strength may be different skill set, different expertise, different knowledge, experiences. Weaknesses can be time. As you know, sometimes time is the problem for us because we all work, we have our own family, and sometimes time is an issue. So as we move opportunities and threats, it's just also very important to explore these areas, especially in your leadership team or your club members, so that you can identify as well what kind of opportunities, outside your club that you can explore so that it can help your club in all your goals in leadership, membership, and service. And obviously threats also is an outside force that's hindering your success, one of which is the COVID-19. So SWOT analysis is very important in club leadership, in club setup, because it identifies all of these 4 areas that you can take advantage or take note to avoid problems and issues when you're developing your team and your committees as well. Is there any questions so far, Governor? Am I too long? I'm almost done. And that's it. Is there any questions?
You're muted, Rolly.
Yeah, for the new clubs, is there any questions about the global action team that we discussed tonight? I particularly chose this team because this is the one that is most relevant to our clubs, because this is the team that will help our club, in success. Yes, Lion Duranda. Yeah, any question? Any addition? Any comments? Yeah.
No, we heard you loud and clear. Very, very good presentation.
Yes, Governor, timing? Very clear? Oh, thank you.
Line Ferdy?
Yes, Line Atma.
Do you think what challenges will the GAT face in this
Wala ako eh. Naka-unmute daw ako eh.
In this time? Well, obviously the
Sure?
COVID-19 is still the number one.
Yeah.
Because with COVID-19, it's restricting, our
Thank you.
activities that we can maximize in a physical setup.
Okay, thank you.
But with the Zoom and other tech means, we are still managing. Although the service area is lagging behind because some of the clubs are not really doing service because of COVID, because of health issue.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
okay. Lion Ferdy, I hope, I'm sorry to intervene,
Yes, Governor.
but I think we're running out of time.
Yes,
It's
I'm
already
done. I'm done,
8:25,
Governor.
yeah?
I'm
And
done.
if you have, probably we can get one more question and we'll go to the next presenter. We have two presenters to come.
Oh, wow.
Still.
So I can have one more question, one quick question before we go.
It's not a question. Your presentation was very informative and
Yeah.
very good. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. So
Can I
anyway,
have a question?
yes, quick one. Yes,
Lionel,
yes, there, Lindell.
That's
you
it, yeah.
mentioned about put a new club to get information from all the GLT, GNC. What about the guiding lion? What's its job now?
Well, the guiding line also is an essential part of the team. Yeah, guiding line is also a part of those of the team under the leadership GLT team. Did I answer you right, Lion Delphin?
No, I'm just asking about the new clubs. They should refer first to the guiding lion.
Yes, yeah. I encourage the guiding line to get involved and participate actively with the new clubs, because in that way they can get to know more the clubs, and any issue will be directly be at their hand.
Address.
Okay.
I'd just like to say quickly that the guiding lion is there to help you learn how to handle things. So really the guiding lion should be pointing you towards the global leadership team, the global service team. They
Correct,
help
yeah.
you know what resource to go to in a particular circumstance.